I was born in Riverside, California.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Jacinto, California.
What was your neighborhood like as a kid?
Well, I grew up in a housing tract, and all the neighbors were friendly, and I had lots of neighborhood friends.
Um, what was school like when you were a kid, and what challenges did you face?
I like school as a child. I seemed to get all the subjects pretty well. Challenges I faced was mainly in the higher math classes once I got to high school. But other than that, everything was pretty easy.
Um, what was your first job, and what was it like?
My first job was working at the San Jacinto auction, and I worked in the cafe, and it was fun. We made food for all the customers and the workers that worked at the auction, and the only thing bad about it was that I had to be there every Saturday and Sunday at 6 o'clock in the morning.
What were your teenagers like?
Uh, my teenage years were fun. I was very social. I was involved in school and school sports. I played tennis in high school, and I also was on the drill team, and I was in ASB. So I was on all the school committees, like the float committee, homecoming committee, yearbook committee. I was involved in all that.
Um, how did you meet your spouse?
I met my spouse through one of my best friends in high school. She was actually dating my husband's best friend, and so we met that way.
What major wars or conflicts do you remember?
Okay, so when I was a baby, little, Vietnam had just started, and the only other major war I've lived through was
Iraq.
the Iraqi war. That's
Yeah.
it.
What do you remember about the Iraqi war, and how do you feel about it?
Um, I remember that Americans were very patriotic and everybody was going through this uh, like pro America phase. There was lots of people that had flags on their houses and flag decor was real popular. The American flag decor was real popular and like home decor, clothing.
What major historical events have you lived through, and what do you remember about them?
Well, the war I just talked about, um, President Reagan getting shot, uh, 9/11. I actually saw that unfolding on television.
Um, what jobs have you had?
Oh, I've had lots of jobs. So I worked at the auction. Um, I worked at Marie Callender's. I worked at a automotive place, like doing the secretary work, the counting the money and doing all the bills and stuff like that. And then let's see what else. I waitressed at a couple restaurants, different restaurants through high school and college. That's about it. My current job you need or no?
Yeah.
My current job, I'm a elementary school teacher.
What did these jobs teach you?
All the jobs before I was teaching taught me that the best way to have a job is to go to school and get a job that requires a degree because you should pursue what you want to do so you enjoy getting up going to work every day.
Um, is there anything you wish you had done differently in life, and why?
um no, not really. I think I did everything the right way. I finished college, got married, got a job, had kids. I think I did everything the way that you're supposed to do, so I don't have any regrets or anything that I would change.
Um, how has America changed in your lifetime?
Um, I think it's way more uh, computerized now, I guess you could call it. And people get their entertainment, their news, everything through technology. And when I was little, I just think people were more personable with each other. And now people are more isolated. So that's the biggest difference I've seen.
How has the world changed in your lifetime?
Well, there's a lot more pollution, and there's a lot more health problems. There's a lot more violence in the world. Uh,
What advice do you have for me and the people in my generation?
I think that for you and people of your generation need to keep the earth clean. I think your generation needs to really be careful with pollution and endangered animals and keeping the water as clean as possible. I think that if your generation doesn't wake up and start really getting active with that, you guys are going to have lots of issues further down the line.
Um, these next three are my own questions.
Okay.
For the first one, what was your first car?
My first car was a Honda Civic Coupe.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl.
And for the third one,
Places that I visited. Some of the places I've been to Arizona, I've been to Hawaii, um, I've been all up north, San Francisco, Napa, all up there, Lake Tahoe, lots of places in California.
okay. Well, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.